We now can ban Vapodo.
The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun. The
Dad Wars.
has.
This is where the fun begins.
This is the way.
Dad Wars.
We'll do it live!
So much going on.
I'm running the boards.
You're going crazy. You're
Every-
going full Fred.
Every episode I try to put a new drop on. Yeah, like Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Fred, man.
Yeah. Good old Fred. Now I'm looking here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hang on.
Hang on. Looks like it's happening.
All right, I see us.
We're there? Okay, we're there.
We're there, yeah. So I just got to go to, I got to refresh it on my TV here. That's the problem.
We have 2 concurrent viewers.
And that is us.
Well, now we have 3. That's you, me, and Maria. And hopefully my wife. I need that support.
Yeah.
I mean, she supports me every other way, but
Right.
this too.
Well,
This
yeah.
too. Is that too much
All
to
right.
ask?
So hold on a second. I'm going to do my mirror cave test. Okay, so there's a little delay. There we go. Okay, so.
Yeah, there's a little delay on the Skype, and I'm still working that out.
But I have my computer up in front of me with the show, and then I have it on my TV. So if I do, and then it comes click, and then it goes there. So it's like the mirror cave. My
Yep.
parents are nobodies. Sorry, Mom
Came
and
from
Dad.
nothing. I pretty much did, for the record.
What?
Save it for my
How
therapist.
are you, man?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm older than I was last time you saw me. Birthday and all, you know.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Happy
Thank
Life
you.
Day.
As thanks. As Matt Drum said so cleverly, execute birthday 66. Because my birthday's 6/6. I'm not gonna be 66, or I'm not 66.
No.
I hope to live to be 66. But yeah, I thought that was. How did I not think of that ever?
I don't know. I'm disappointed in you. But
Matt
good
Drum.
job on Matt.
He's clever. He is
Yeah.
quick.
Someday I'll meet him in person.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
No, we love Matt. Yeah, I'd love if he could come up here. I don't know, do a Men of a Certain Age getaway.
Ooh, good show.
Yeah, we could go tour the villages in Florida. Ray's already put his deposit down, I think.
He signed up for the lazy river. So
I need a
Exciting.
golf cart with some ground effects, and mag wheels.
it's gonna be a great time.
So, birthday. Let me just talk about me for one more second. A couple of
Do it.
cool things came through. My daughters got me this. Pretty cute, huh? Pretty cool.
Awesome. Great.
So they got this for me at least a month or so ago, and they were holding the secret. And we just happened to be at the Lego store at the mall last week, and I picked this up off the shelf, and Piper, my almost 4-year-old, was standing next to me. She goes, "Daddy, don't get that. We got that for you already." It's so sweet. She just didn't want me to worry, like that I wasn't gonna be able to walk out of the store with it, but I would have it waiting for me in a week. And then
that's precious.
yeah, it's brilliant. And then the Leo Habermans got me this. Crazy, right? How does this even hold together? Look at it. It's so like.
Yeah, you're gonna need some tape and a staple gun for that, I think.
And some Craggle,
yeah. Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, I have some of that.
Yeah, you do.
So, so how was your week, on a superficial level?
Nobody got me any. I was gonna say a word we're trying not to say here. We're trying to keep it family friendly.
Yeah,
No. Yeah.
I remember you're going to your 40th a few years back in Astoria at one of your favorite haunts. One of your favorite was it was a restaurant. We had the whole upstairs.
Yeah.
And you walked into Raiders of the Lost Ark theme.
My favorite movie of all time.
I think so, right? Didn't you walk into that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that
And it was a surprise party. It was great. Yeah.
Okay, so you walked in. It was a surprise, and it was queued up for you.
Yeah.
That was a memorable time for sure.
Yeah, that was great. No, I love that. In fact, there was a picture of me as a kid with like an Indiana Jones type hat, and everybody signed it, and I still have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you're on there. I forget what you wrote, but it was. It was funny. Yeah, you wrote something.
Yeah. Yeah. I took those. What was that? Upright Citizens Brigade writing course. I took a semester, and it changed my life. So you can sign
birthday cards.
That's my specialty. Yeah.
So today, we just got pictures of Harrison Ford in costume on Indy 5.
Did we?
Yeah, they hit the net a little while ago. It's pretty cool.
I need to turn my alerts on.
Yeah, walking around with the full costume and a mask and carrying a coffee mug.
Oh wow! So was it exciting, intriguing, disappointing? What were your initial thoughts? What was your impression of Harrison Ford?
My impression of Harrison Ford is a little like this. I don't really care. Who gives a shit?
Oh, wait.
That wasn't me. That was Harrison.
This is a family-friendly Star Wars community.
Well, you can bleep that out in post. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm excited about James Mangold because I think he's an excellent director. And his last movie, Ford versus Ferrari, I actually leaned over to my son and said, "This feels kind of like a Spielberg movie to me."
Oh yeah.
So just when he got chosen to direct this one, I was excited. And then they posted pictures a few nights ago of a train with Nazi symbols on there, and then a stuntman on a motorcycle wearing a Harrison Ford mask, like a young Harrison Ford mask. So the thought is that the movie will open like Last Crusade with a kind of a
River Phoenix
10-15 minute early indie adventure, and then they'll do some de-aging and they'll have the stunt guys with all that stuff, and then bring it to the 60s. So
it's good. Wow. Okay. I've not been following any of that hype. I've just been kind of keeping the blinders on just to be surprised.
Hey, speaking of my son, somebody's in the chats there. Kanji. Yeah, Kanji Club. Tell that to Kanji Club.
Oh, just my favorite line from all the sequels.
Yeah.
Tell that to Kanji Club.
It's so good.
What's this Irishman doing out in space?
He's from the planet Locke.
So, real quick, I mentioned it before we went on, but I just wanted to say that, we rented out a theater room, a little auditorium yesterday for just a small handful of us and showed the girls E.T. Mm-hmm. And we are going to talk about Star Wars tonight. I'm just kind of segueing here in that I've seen this movie so many times and on the screen a few times over the years and at home 100 times, and I love it. It's probably my favorite movie. But there are lots of there are a few nods to Star Wars. There are quite a few nods to Star Wars. Elliot's room. Yeah. There are X-wings and Vader's TIE fighter hanging from the ceiling. He's playing with the action figures. There's the little kid dressed up as Yoda on the trick or treat scene. Then there's the Yoda's theme playing for a nice little extended moment there. And that was a nod back in the day, but then the prequels, it became canon because the ETs are in the Senate.
Yeah.
So it's a shared universe. So I told the girls that as we're watching the movie, I'm giving dad commentary. And Eloise is her eyes got so big when I said, they're in the same galaxy. They know, they're from the same galaxy. They know Yoda. He knows Yoda. And she's just like, what? And the more I thought about it, the more excited I got it because I'd never really articulated it before.
Right. Now let me ask you this: the more excited you got, did you pee a little bit?
A little bit.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Emotionally. not physically.
Emotional P. Okay, isn't that a
It's a
Smash Mouth album?
It was an EP. It was a yeah. It was
Smash Mouth EP,
It was
yeah.
Or it was like a B side. It was like the Peel sessions.
It was Walking on the Sun, Emotional P. I love the story of Spielberg showing the movie to Lucas, knowing about the Yoda scene and having not said anything. And then when it came up, he's like, Lucas nudged him, and he's like, that was George's approval, seal of approval, which is so cool.
Yeah, George is a very understated guy, right? So you get a little elbow. That means something. That definitely means something.
He's like Coach Beard on Ted Lasso.
Okay. Have I gotten that far?
Coach Beard, he's right from the get-go, yeah.
He's his sidekick. Well, he's the his British counterpart, right?
He's American. He's the guy that came with Ted to the UK.
Yeah, I'm lost. I've watched 4 episodes, but it was a little while ago. Great show.
Oh, you got it? Oh my God! I've seen it 4 times. I love it so much.
All the way through?
All the way through.
Oh man, I got to get caught up. All right, but Star Wars though. So.
Oh yeah, what is that about? That's a...
Do we have any news? Do we have any Star Wars news?
I have a little bit of Star Wars news that'll mean nothing to anybody but me.
Okay, maybe try me, and maybe we'll.
Okay.
Maybe it'll lead to something.
There is this.
We'll do it live.
Game called Galaxy of Heroes.
Okay. Oh, I know where you're going. I know this news already.
Okay, so they have these things called Galactic Legends. And they announced a while ago that they have Rey, Kylo, Jedi Master Luke, and Super Spiff Palpatine. So they just announced that they're going to release Galactic Legend Kenobi. And I'm like, I need that. I need to have that. So you have to level up your character. So I've been working like crazy. So there's 15 different characters or 15 different things, and they released the list of the first 5, and I already had like 4 of them ready to go. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. So I got that last one. Then they released the next 5. I'm like, okay, I've got 3 ready to go. I got to get these other 2 ready. So they just announced the next 5 today, and they were supposed to announce it Wednesday, but they released it early. And one of the characters that you're supposed to upgrade to a high level is Cad Bane. I don't hate a lot of Star Wars characters, but for some reason, I don't like Cad Bane.
No.
So I'm being dragged tooth and nail to upgrade this son of a gun, and I'm just like, oof.
Why do you have to work on that character? Can't you pick another character to upgrade?
No, because you have to have, these are the requirements in order to do the event.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Cad Bane from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that guy. Oh, we just got choppy, a little choppy there.
All right, we'll hang in there.
It's Cad Bane. It's Cad Bane's fault. That's what it is.
He's awful, but he's just a lecherous villain with no redeeming qualities, and he doesn't have there. If there's complexity to him, I don't know what it is. He's just pure evil. And
in the game, he's got a great ship that works, and I just got the Razor Crest, so you can do all the bounty hunter ships together now. But other than that, It's like, I'm not excited about.
Am I gonna have to download this game? I'm gonna get started, and I don't have to. I don't know.
Don't do it.
It's too much.
Because it's ridiculously addictive, and it'll be a thing. Because you have with a lot of these games, you've got to complete all of these things in a day in order to get these points or whatever.
Yeah.
And you find yourself like,
you kind of.
Okay, I got to get this done before I get my day started.
Yeah. So. Yeah. What do you like the least about Cad Bane?
Cad Bane.
His hat.
Pretty much Cad Bane.
Yeah, just the whole The hat, his hat fell off in an episode I rewatched recently, and I almost saw his humanity, but then it was like
long flowing hair.
No, he's still a jerk.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just don't like him, and it's they have released a series, a Black Series figure of him, and my son was like, Dad, they're releasing Cad Bane, and without even thinking, I'm like, oh, that a-hole. It's just like, It was like so. I sounded like a grandparent talking about some famous person or something that they don't like. And then you look at your grandparent afterwards and you go, "Are you a little racist?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like
Similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's one of my less. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I like him less than probably almost any other like modern Star Wars creation.
Yeah. A lot of the characters they required kind of make sense for this. Let me pull this up real quick.
By the way, I saw like some Bad Batch characters are going to be in Galaxy of Heroes. Did I see Tech is being added or Echo? Who did I see? I just saw
They have Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, and Echo are here now. That
Okay.
They have those added to the game. So yeah, so the prereq so far is General Kenobi, which I have. You have Mace Windu, part of the Jedi Council. I get Aayla Secura. I get that. She's a Jedi. Bo-Katan, because her sister and Kenobi.
Yeah, Satine.
Yeah. So then for the second set,
House
it's Qui-Gon
Quiz.
Jinn. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. Very
IG
fast.
100 Magna Guard, one of Grievous's personal guards.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Those are IGs.
Yep. A clone sergeant from Phase 1. Okay, so I get that. General Grievous, absolutely. Wat Tambor. Okay.
I always thought when I first saw him, he like didn't he have to adjust his chest piece to?
Yeah.
I thought that was a foreshadowing of Vader's costume, because Vader's voice is modulated, and he's also got the light up chest piece.
Yeah.
But I thought Wat Tambor was like an analog version, not analogous to a little bit to Vader, but he was like a cassette tape version, and Vader was like a CD
8-track.
complex. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's hinting at Vader's going to have a similar kind of setup. And anyway, that was me reaching, but
Right.
pretty insightful for a dummy in his late 20s, I think.
I'm sure on some level Lucas wanted it to be about that.
I hope so.
Yeah. We can call him.
Let's not talk about Cad Bane anymore, but I do want to, how can we, I want you to walk us through this game at some point in a future episode. Like we'll NDI your screen in and something, and maybe you can show us how that plays out for any gamers out there. We're going to have to expand our horizons, our reach beyond, and I say our, I mean me, beyond the movies and shows, because I'm not even reading the comics lately, but or we just need to find some guests who want to come on, like we've talked about, and give us our comic and books reviews at the least. And there's so many video games out there. I've got Fallen Empires and Squadrons, and just because we're busy being dads, it's like hard to carve out time to do that and put this show together and everything else that we've got going on. But
I played some Star Wars video games this weekend.
What'd you play?
I played Squadrons.
Okay, and how's it going?
I'm not good, but I'm getting there. But I love it. And then my son and we did pod racing, and
on which system?
Xbox.
Yeah.
But it's the 99 PC version.
It's a direct lift. They didn't even. I wish they'd redo it, and maybe they will, because we got it for the the Switch. Yeah. And the girls just love watching me play that, and it's just like, Anakin comes into the Watto shop to buy stuff, and Laura was like, why does this look so horrible? Like the mapping, the texture mapping on his model, it's just, even for 1999, it seemed really rudimentary. It just seemed like they really just didn't take any time on that. But
man, that game was fun. It still is.
It's still fun. I love it. I love the sound effects. Like the setup, you always kind of you float down into whatever arena you're getting ready to take off from, and you get, don't you get Greg Proops, and don't you get the voiceover from the original film?
Yeah, I think that's in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
that's fun.
But that's such a fun game, and I'm still the champ.
Yeah,
Edison. You're still watching.
What, Edison? If you're still on. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite racer? I want to know. I think
I could answer for him, but I'd let him if he's still here.
We're just doing a test. See if See if he's still
Yeah.
hanging with us. I would love if anybody watching would want to just chime into the chat. Half the fun here is going to be getting people to converse with us, because we'll just talk
Yeah,
all night.
Maria.
Or Will. Where's Will? I know Will is with Maria watching. I know my wife is hopefully watching right now, so I'd love to hear. Way to go, honey. You're doing it. You're really doing it.
Way to Star Wars.
This is the way.
To Star Wars.
So that's it for news, I think, right?
I think so. I wanted to pull up. I mean, we are just scraping the bottom of the barrel with news. It's all speculation and retreaded gossip, so we're trying to avoid that. But there was a funny little article I've seen that landed on a couple of different websites. I'm going to pull the article up. I'm going to just read it, and then we'll talk about it. It's better. It's a short little piece, and if I just try to describe it, it won't make any sense. But this is ridiculous.
Okay.
So WZDX is the first to report. This is a Fox News affiliate, so whatever. So the headline is federal judge says 2 Star Wars movies are mediocre in official court ruling. Did you see this?
I did. Yeah. I could not. I didn't even give it any of my day.
It's just what it turns out to. Let me just read it. Okay. A federal judge has declared that 2 of the most recent Star Wars movies were mediocre as part of a ruling that had nothing to do with either film. He also took a shot at the reality show The Bachelor, and the final ruling quoted the Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton. This sounds like a judge that's kind of like at the end of his tenure, like ready to retire, and he's just throwing it all out there. Like he's just doing. This is like on his bucket list of like rulings before he like checks out. But
and my recipe for chicken pot pie is the following.
Everybody in the courtroom's like, what? So Ninth Circuit Court, and I was going to do a deeper dive. I'll have to look up who this guy is and see what's really going on here. This judge made the decision as part of a ruling in a case involving Wesson Oil. Screen Crush reports, okay, so maybe they originated this article, reports that the case involved whether Conagra Foods, the former owner of Wesson Oil, was responsible for putting 100% natural on the label. Conagra was accused of falsely claiming the product was 100% natural.
Oh.
But another company now owns Wesson, and that happened in 2019. Simply put, Richardson, the new owner of Wesson Oil, can resume using that label anytime it wishes. Then he laid into the final 2 films of the most recent Star Wars trilogy. Conagra thus essentially agreed not to do something over which it lacks the power to do, since they no longer own Wesson Oil. That's like George Lucas promising no more mediocre and schlocky Star Wars sequels shortly after selling the franchise to Disney. Such a promise would be illusory. To punctuate his point, Lee added in a footnote, as evident by Disney's production of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
God.
I mean...
Oh, boy.
It's a little too detailed. All he had to say was like, you don't own it anymore, so you can't...
Yeah.
You don't have any sway.
This guy just needs to get on Reddit. He'll be fine.
He probably has like a secret Reddit account where he posts his stuff. Anyway, it popped up a couple different places, and I just thought it was funny and peculiar.
Yeah.
What would be really interesting is find out who this court circuit judge Kenneth K. Lee. Kenneth K. Lee. It sounds like
what's his name? Kenneth
K. Lee.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's made up. That's not his real name.
Something's not right there.
It's Jamie Kennedy doing it.
So that's all I have. I wonder what happened to Jamie Kennedy. Whatever happened to him. That's all the news. That's all the news. You want to jump into Bad Batch? You're all caught up, so
I'm caught up, man. Let's do
right,
it. Bad
let's
Batch.
Let's see what happens when I click over to this scene. We start this over, and I'll bring you in. I promise.
I've heard that before.
I will make you a thumbnail, Aaron. I promise. Lower third, Aaron. Okay.
But which one hosted? The Master or The Apprentice?
Oh, man. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's actually, that's my my favorite shot in all of the prequels is in Phantom Menace, in that part where after Mace and Yoda have that talk, it pans over and you see Anakin and you see Obi-Wan with the hood, and then it pans over a little more, and there's Palpatine.
Ooh,
And it's just this kind of the foreshadowing because Obi-Wan's got the hood. It looks
it's great.
like, yeah, it's such a great shot.
And the flames are flickering off of their faces, right?
Yeah.
My goodness.
So I don't need to be here for this, apparently, right?
You
'Cause
don't.
I'm not on the screen.
So just to keep things going, yeah, keep talking. Let's. I'm going to roll the episode. We're not going to watch. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I just figured we could talk over it.
Okay.
And if you want to jump out of chronological order, that's fine too. Episode 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Entitled Decommissioned.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I thought it was something like ruptured or raptured or decommissioned. No, you're right.
That's
there you
right. Yeah.
Ord Mantell. That's awesome.
We're just like hanging. We're living there now, basically.
Yeah.
They're back at Sid's, and we open up, and I love the like neon motif that's just carried over from Coruscant. From the first time we saw Coruscant in the prequels, right?
Yeah.
And everything's kind of like the seedy underbelly. Was it really like the underworld? Was it really? We'll just do screens.
Yeah.
It just says temporary.
I was worried about that.
I figured if I had my.
I think if you use clips,
okay,
that's better.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun live streaming the show, though, or this episode.
Yeah.
All right, so it says temporarily blocked. Now, how do we get back? Damn, we had 6 viewers, too. Look at that. We had 6 concurrent viewers. Damn. 2 likes. It's a new person.
Maria, the ending we never saw coming.
Yeah. So how do I get it back? I think we're back. Are we back? We're not back. Stream unavailable. And we have 7 viewers. All right, how do we get this thing back?
I don't know.
Dope. Check.
Let's see, are we back there? Yeah, it says stream unavailable. I'm going to refresh it. Let's see.
Okay.
Stream unavailable, stream suspended. We might have to do a whole new stream now.
Damn it. All right, let's do it. Let's end it and then start it.
Okay.
We're losing all these people at once.